a 4-point cushion. Skip, that's the difference between winning and losing. One team wanting it more than the other. Because we had talked about the Cowboys not hustling on the Odell Beckham play. Yep. Like, Skip, where's the hustle? Yep. You never know what could happen if you stop him. Because at that point in time, Skip, remember, you had cut it to a one-possession game.
Yep.
I'm gonna give him a 9. I'm not gonna say it's a 10. You know what? I am gonna give him a 10 for the simple fact immediately he turned. Skip, if he hesitate a 10th of a second, now Wolf Hunter's gonna be in position to block him. He had to go instantaneous, and he took off, not knowing if he's gonna be able to catch him. He said, "But I gotta try." That's man, Skip. Look, Rivera said the players asked him earlier this month to make this young man a captain. Unanimously. A guy in his second year says, a wide receiver at that. There are not very many wide receiver captains, especially in their second year. It goes to show you the makeup of this young man. I'm going to give him a 10 because it could have been easily the difference in the ball game. Can you imagine? Now, the crowd was already erupting. Now, I guess they ain't got COVID in Texas because they got 30,000, 40,000. Each week it went from 5,000 to 15 to 20. Now we got 30. In 2 weeks, we're going to have 55,000, 100,000 fans in Texas State. But that's neither here nor there, Skip. Can you imagine the fans had Jalen Smith scored a touchdown? Now, they were already going bonkers. Can you imagine what that would have done? And just like that, how deflating it was. We get the ball down to the 3-4 yard line, and they don't punch it in. So as high as you were, you equally as deflated because we just know we're going to get a touchdown. We got Zeke and CD and Gallup and Amari. And we can't get the ball in for 3 yards? Oh, man, it's over.
Well, they did get it in.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did. It hit CD Lamb right in the hand.
They get it in.
Did they not execute a play that should have been a touchdown? Did Washington stop them from scoring a touchdown? They did not. Neither DB did anything to stop him from catching the football.
Stopped him.
It was cold dropped right in his hand.
That's what I'm just saying. That's what.
Okay, I'm going to give Terry McLaurin an 8, and I have great respect for him, and I don't know how they stole him. Wasn't he a third-round pick?
Yeah.
I don't get that, but he ran 4.3 at the combine, and it is a legit 4.3 because people cannot cover him. They tried all day with 2, and they still couldn't cover him. The point was, I'm not going to degenerate here on Undisputed to the point where I'm giving a kid props for doing his job.
Right.
Because that's your job. You know this, and you've chased guys after an interception. It's part of being a football player. An offensive player is you turn and you run. There's no reason not to try your guts out to go stop him because you ran 4.3. Now, once upon a time, Jalen Smith ran 4.44 pre-injury, but he does not run a 4.440 anymore. He had a career-threatening knee injury, which is how Jerry Jones stole him in the second round.
Yeah.
And he doesn't look, I don't know what he'd time now, but would he be 4.6 maybe?
Oh, no, that ain't no 4.6.
I don't know. But the point was, Terry McLaurin knows in his soul he can run him down, right? It's an easy chase down, but you got to have the will to do it. You can't be too cool for that school.
Right.
You know, you can't say, oh, God, that's a bad break. Yeah, it was a bad break, but you can undercut it. You can cancel it just by doing your job. But use your talent to chase him down.
But how many times have we seen guys not do their job?
Too many.
So,
totally agree.
And that was the difference, Skip, because he's like I said, he had to go immediately because a 10th of a second later, Wolf Hunter's in position.
Wolf Hunter almost got there, but made a shrewd play to say, I don't think because you're going to get a block in the back.
Correct.
If you push too hard, and he kind of gave him a little bump, but he didn't arrive on time to get out ahead of him.
Right.
If he had, it would have been a touchdown.
You got to get that one in there. Yeah. You got to get that one in there, Jalen. You got to get that to the house. Out of house there, I'd put a Deion Sanders on. I'd put my help.
Okay, so, yeah, you would have. But the point is, Buda Baker is faster than Jalen Smith.
Yes.
And so for DK to get on his horse and ride him down for 100 yards, you know, like it was a 100-yard race, right?
Right. But that was the third. They said that was the third fastest skill position speed. He was like almost 21 miles an hour. DK Metcalf was 22 and a half.
That's just absurd. That's freakish.
And that man 240 pounds.
It's just silly. Okay, I got it.
Because Russ started. Russ like,
No.
I ain't got nothing.
No.
I ain't got nothing.
But again, I give him credit because he did thwart what became only a field goal.
Right. And that's why I gave him a 10, Skip.
Yep.
Because if you had scored a touchdown, I was like, well, he ain't do anything. But they didn't score.
Well, I'll give CeeDee Lamb a 0 for
No need for the grades. You've been grading on the curve all year. I give him a B. I give him a C+.
Well, speaking of grades.
Yeah, all right, we're going to stick with this Cowboys game, but how much is Andy Dalton responsible for yesterday's blowout? That's next.
No mercy, no mercy, no mercy, and I won't back down.
Welcome to Undisputed Live from Los Angeles. I'm Alex Curry here with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. Good morning, guys. How we doing this Friday?
Doing great. Doing great. It'd be a lot of food. No, I told you. I told you Monday morning. I said, Skip, I want that same energy on Friday. No. This here happened, that there happened, and turn around and look at your camera. I want you to look at your camera and just bang the table. How?
You know what? I can't take this anymore, so for the rest of the show, I'm going under the table. I'm going to do the show from under the table because
You should.
I can't take you anymore. I can't take your abuse of my team anymore. So it's your show. It's your moment. You do it.
Remember yesterday, Skip? Oh, do you need to call in? You need to take Friday off? You're welcome to take Friday off. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to have the guts. I'm going to have the courage
Your
to
conviction.
face your music for 2.5 hours. I'm going to have the courage of my convictions to back my team. You front run on all your teams. You jump off every bandwagon and onto another one. I'm staying on the Cowboys bandwagon here.
I said, Skip, be careful. Oh, my team, we're back in it.
Can we please start the show?
Yeah, we'll get to that, Skip. That was a tough one for you last night. But we have a lot to get to today, starting with the Cowboys letting their Thanksgiving game get away from them yesterday when Washington took a 17-10 lead and never looked back. Washington went on a 26-6 run and walked away with a decisive 41-16 victory to take the lead in the NFC East. So, Shannon, what was the biggest reason for the Cowboys' loss?
The Cowboys are a bad football team. They're bad from top to bottom. Skip, when you look at this team, I want someone to tell me, what do the Cowboys do really well? Do they run the ball particularly well? No, they do not. Take Minnesota aside, they're average to below average running the team. Do they throw the ball particularly well? They can't throw it well because they really can't protect the quarterback. So the answer to that is no. Okay, Skip, let me ask you this. Do they stop the opposing team from running the football? No, they do not. Even though they won the game against Minnesota, Dalvin Cook still went for $115. We've seen teams go for over 300 yards total. Over 200. Two teams have gone for over 200 yards total. Do they stop the pass? Their secondary is average. And I'm being nice, Skip. I'm going to be nice today. Thanksgiving just happened, so I'm going to be nice.
Bologna.
Okay, so
to make probably ate some bologna yesterday.
So to make a long story short, their team doesn't do anything well. And so when you compound that, a coach that makes very, very bad decisions, it makes it look worse. And that's why the Cowboys are where they are. And I'm sure we're going to get down into it, Skip, but the basically is this. Their coaching is terrible. And I told you, Mike McCarthy, you said, we got us a made man. I say, Skip, you have to understand now, look what he had at the quarterback position. He had 2 Hall of Famers, first ballot, guys that have won 5 total MVPs, that have gone to and won Super Bowls. Look at what he's doing now when he doesn't have Aaron Rodgers, when he doesn't have Brett Favre. Skip, that was ridiculous. First of all, it's a 10-10 ball game. 10-10. Skip, your defense was playing well up until that point.
Okay, you just said it was trash.
No, Skip. Okay. Playing well is one thing. Being good is something entirely different. If you are a good football team, you're not 3 and whatever. That's not good. What area can you say they're good in? Okay, that one.
Okay, well, can I answer? I'm trying to give you the floor.
Go ahead. What do you say they're good in?
They lost their quarterback against the New York Football Giants. We have to go back, 5 games ago? Yeah. They lost their quarterback.
But they were losing when they had him.
Okay, so go ahead.
Okay, so, Skip, and when I look at it, I'm like, okay, it's fourth and a couple of inches and you're playing with. I was like, okay.
Thanks.